Colorado's marijuana industry topped $6 billion on the eve of its 6-year anniversary. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, Summit County and most of the Western U.S. have spotty internet coverage today, thanks to widespread outages on almost every major provider. Multiple agencies report the shortage began on the CenturyLink network around 2 a.m. It started in the Midwest, then spread to Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, and the Pacific Northwest. No word yet on what caused the outages. They also impacted Verizon, Xfinity, and social media like Facebook. Authorities today identified 2 men who died of cardiac arrest at Keystone within days of each other, including one county resident. On December 22nd, 53-year-old Daniel Maris of Arvada was found unresponsive on a blue run at North Peak. On Christmas Day, 66-year-old Durwood Marshall of Silverthorne was found unconscious on an unnamed trail. The coroner has ruled both deaths natural. Today, in the price of fun. In 2014, you'd pay at least $45 for an 1/8 ounce of legal marijuana before taxes. Today, average price is $30 to $35. So what do dispensaries pay for wholesale? Alex Levine, CEO of Green Dragon Cannabis.
Maybe in the very, very, very early days when it really was the Wild West, and weed was on the medical side, like $6,000 a pound. I mean, now we can buy pounds wholesale for, I've seen as low as like $500, $600.
Tune in again next Thursday for our latest report on what it costs to have a good time in Summit on The Price of Fun on Krystal 93. Legal marijuana turned 6 years old on January 1st, and the industry looks nothing like it did in 2014.
A fifth of the country lives in a fully legalized state, and 3/5 of the country live in a medical state.
That was Shannon Fender with Native Roots, the largest cannabis chain in Colorado with 19 locations. Native Roots was one of 24 dispensaries to open on New Year's Day in 2014. By this December, there are 1,679 across the state and 1,412 grows.
I really think that it's allowed the country to see that this is an experiment that you should enter into and that is successful, and with serious business professionals and with regulators that respect the will of the voters, that this is something that can have a really great economic impact.
Cannabis continues to boom. The state has collected $245 million in tax revenue in 5 years from more than $6 billion in total sales. Alex Levine with Green Dragon.
This really is just the beginning. We really have barely scratched the surface of what this industry is going to look like.
Green Dragon owns 12 dispensaries across the state, a sign of the industry's biggest change, consolidation. The majority of pot stores are owned by fewer than 20 companies. In Summit, with 11 dispensaries, only Alpenglow remains locally owned.
It's become just a lot more competitive, so there are a lot of licenses that people do just want to sell. They just want to get out of the industry, and that's kind of where we've been able to step in.
Tune into Krystal 93 tomorrow at 4 and 5 for the second part of our special report on Colorado's marijuana industry. Tomorrow is first day on the slopes for Summit's Ski with a Ranger program. Doozy Martin with Friends of the Dillon Ranger District.
Talking about the trees and talking about the wildlife, geology, geography, mining history, snow science, and everything in between.
Ski with a Ranger programs are held at Breck, Keystone, and Copper every Friday at 11 a.m. beginning tomorrow. Programs at A-Basin get started January 18th at 10 a.m. They are not affected by the federal shutdown. Ski with a Ranger is free but requires a lift ticket, and groups are limited in size. Register up to an hour before at fdrd.org. In sports, the Avalanche play the Golden Knights tonight. Puck drop is 8 p.m. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, the A-Basin Rise and Shine Rando Series is back January 8th, and the second Frisco Nordic Center Town Series race is back January 9th. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.